So after we finish the skin flaws, we want to start working on brightening up the eyes and working with the teeth a little bit. The way we brighten up the eyes is we create a new adjustment layer, and we can do any kind of adjustment layer. At this point it really doesn't matter. But don't change anything in the adjustment layer. Simply go up to the blending mode and change the blending mode to screen. You'll notice the whole entire photo here gets bright. What we want to do is we want to invert this layer, which we can do with the Command I shortcut, or you can just go Image Adjustments Invert. That restores us back to the original photo, but we have this layer mask now that we can paint on. So we want to make sure that we have white as our foreground color. We select our paintbrush tool, and then just in the whites of the eyes we are going to paint. So I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can just see that a little bit better. So by just painting over that white area of the eye, that'll give those eyes kind of a bright pop and a nice sparkle to them without affecting anything else. Now if you also want to go ahead and give those eyes a little bit more saturation, if you want the iris and the pupil here to have a little bit more pop to them, we can add a saturation adjustment layer. And again, you'll notice everything kind of goes crazy on here, but again, all we have to do is invert that layer with the Command I or the Image Adjustment Invert, and then just paint on over her eyes a little bit, and that'll kind of emphasize the green in there. And if you feel like it's just a little bit too much, you know, you can always go back and just sort of dial this opacity back a little bit. So the other thing we want to address here is her teeth. It looks like she's got a little bit of lipstick on the bottom part of her teeth there. One way we can work with this is we can go in and do another adjustment layer. We're going to do a hue saturation layer, and then what we're going to do is really pull the saturation back in this layer and invert it once again, and then you're just going to go over each tooth individually using our paintbrush with a white foreground color. So that'll get rid of a little bit of that staining and tooth or lipstick on her teeth. If we want to target the yellow, we can pull on our hue adjustment layer. We can isolate yellow and then really dial that back. We can even make it a little bit lighter or a little bit brighter. Really play with that a bit. And once we get it to the point we like it, we can go back in and flatten this layer, or you can save all those. Let's undo this. We want to just merge visible. So it's going to keep our retouch layer there. So you can see that we've got a little bit brighter teeth there. Again, doesn't look crazy, insanely white, looks pretty natural. In fact, I might even go in and just do one last little retouch here with the clone tool. Just clean those up really nicely. And there we have it.